Now we're going to try to get into these two apps, try to find out a little bit about what we're doing. The first one we'll review is the Argus app. As you can see, it's showing it on the right hand side there. It already has 110 for the steps for the day. It only tracks those when you have your phone with you, which is the downfall I find in it. And that's why I want to go to an actual fitness tracker that I can wear all the time. So the days where I'm at home, don't usually have my phone on me a whole lot. It's usually on a table somewhere. But the days where I'm out and about or at work, usually have my phone on me, so it's a real good tracker. Since it's free, it's the way that I go as far as trying to get some input as steps counted and calories expended throughout the day. So we're going to go ahead and go to the app. You see this is the main menu that comes up. I've already inputted a lot of information under the settings. We'll go to settings. You can see it has name, email address, weight, height. If you go on, it's going to ask for some information about your stride length. It's going to automatically assume if you put in your height and weight, and not going to get into all of that. It's been a long time since I've set mine up, so when you set it up initially, it's going to ask you those questions. Just go ahead and go through them, and it'll calculate everything for you, and it will start using your stride length in order to calculate your steps and everything for you. Another bad part with the Argus app is it does actually use a lot of battery life. So if you're running all the time, it uses your GPS to track, so it will run your battery down. But usually I can go through a 10-hour day at work and still have battery life left, so it's not like it's a major issue or anything, but it does decrease your battery life. So now I'm going to just go ahead and go to my activity. You can see they actually have it looks like a honeycomb display set up, and you can actually scroll on down and it'll just keep going back whatever days you have logged in, and it just keeps that little grid pattern all the way through the whole thing. You can see today I already have 110 steps in, which, like I said, I haven't really had my phone on me a whole lot. It actually will show the expended calories so far. So current calories 798. We actually have a little challenge going on. You can see it shows a leader at the moment. It gives a little tip honeycomb, so you can actually click on that. It's going to pull up some different articles and things as far as tips for the day. And then there's just some little motivational things to try to get you into using some of their programs and things like that if you're not using a weight program or entering in anything like that. You can see it has plus weight, so you can enter weight in for the day, plus running, so you can enter in running for the day, add a buddy if you want to add a friend, or check your heart rate. The company that produces the app actually has several other apps. One of them is heart rate, so if you do the check heart rate, it will actually take you and try to get you to sign up for that app. Gives the weather, and anything you add, it's just going to keep adding it to this screen. You can see where I ran yesterday. It has a little running track on there. Tells the distance I ran and how long that it took. So anything you track, it's going to keep going and just adding it onto this little grid system here. So if you click the little plus down at the bottom or the little plus honeycomb, you're going to get the same menu option. And I'm just going to go ahead and click water, but you can pick any of these. It's going to add them. With the food, it only lets you take a picture of the food instead of actually logging your food, so that's why in a moment I'll go over to MyFitnessPal in order to show you a way to log your food. This will let you log exercises, sleep, body weight, and different things. It'll set up graphs and stuff for you. Really the only thing I use it for is a pedometer. I just wanted to be able to track my steps at work just get an accurate idea of actually how far I'm walking, how many calories I'm expending at work. So we'll go ahead and we're going to put water in so you can see that. Now you can see that it has a little water thing. Already got a glass in, but if I want to add, you just go there, you can raise it. And you can actually just click the little plus and it will raise it that way too. So you can just keep adding. You can set your water goal, and if you put 10 glasses, 12 glasses, or whatever, it's going to let you keep adding there. Also has same goals for like coffee. And if you want to track exercise, you can put in martial arts. We'll click this little plus and you can see. Used to track some of the martial arts stuff or workouts, stretching, different things like that. But like I said, for the most part now, just uses a pedometer. It does have a lot of other cool functions, but I've kind of been tracking a lot of this stuff personally long enough to where I have a good idea of how much energy I'm expending every day and how many calories I'm consuming. And my weight doesn't really fluctuate because I eat pretty consistently, so I don't track things as much as I used to. But these are both great apps for tracking. If you're a beginner, it's really good to track and see where you're coming from and where you need to make changes in order to improve. So, getting into a couple more things here. If you actually click daily steps, it'll actually show you where you're at for the day. You can move the little line. We'll go ahead and go back to Friday. I actually work, and you can see the different changes throughout the day for different time periods. So when you're more active, when you're less active, and so forth. It gives you distances and calories for for your walking. It'll actually do that if you track on other things too. If you look at your calories, it's going to give you calories expended. You can see the dates there and everything. It actually has a really cool function where you can actually go in and hit charts and trends, and you can compare whatever charts you want. And this just has distance and calories. You can go back through any day. This is just a daily. You can click a weekly. Or you can click a monthly. You can actually change those graphs and have it pick whatever you're tracking. So if you want to do sleep, if you want to do foods, coffee, running distance, anything that you want to track. So it's a really great little app as far as trying to track things. Alright, some of the other things on the little menu over here. We got my activity, which is the main grid that we were on. We can go to challenges, and you can see it actually has some challenges that you can invite friends to. So we've been doing a daily face-off just about every day. You can do the work week battle, pick different things, and you just invite friends to it. And you can see who actually started the challenge, and it'll just track it. And we can actually go to friends, and you can see it gives a little trophy to whoever wins the challenge. Alright, back to the main screen. We're going to look at challenges now. So we got challenges. It's going to show you the different challenges you can participate in. We've been doing a daily face-off. We also start a work week battle. But you can start whatever you want. You just invite friends to it. You can see who started the challenges and who won. He'll give you like a little trophy icon if you win. Going back to our main screen here. We'll move on down the list. We got premium. If you go to their premium thing, it talks about getting different coaches, different exercise challenges, different things you can do, workout plans, and different ways that you can use their apps and systems. I don't use their premium service. I just got it because it was a free way for me to track a lot of the things that I do, and a good way for me to be able to see where I need to make changes, and and different things like that. So next we're going to go over the little friends and followers. You can see it shows the friends you have listed. It shows their steps for the day. You can see the requests that were sent out. But it actually, it shows this. You can follow. You can look at their little honeycomb grid. You can see what kind of activities they're doing and everything. And you can do this without being involved in the challenge. So the only thing about the challenge, you'll get an actual little trophy icon, and when you click it, it'll show the update without having to go any further. But you can actually just look at your friends, and you can see some of the stuff that they're showing on their screens, and you can see where they're at in the challenges and everything. So go back to the little main chart. The workout plan I personally don't use, but you can go in and it will give you a workout plan. You can set up goals. I really haven't set up any goals either. It automatically had the step goal of 10,000 steps, which I thought was a pretty good goal for daily activity, so I just left mine there. The charts and trends we actually went over a moment ago when we went into some of the things for the walking and the calories and everything. So let's go ahead and we'll go back to my activity. We'll go over a couple things here to finish up. You can look at insights, and it will actually give you equivalent active minutes for the day. Since I haven't been very active yet today or have my phone with me while I have been, then it's got 0 for that. It'll graph it for the past few days. You can actually go back further if you want to look at that. Workouts per week, and you can see it goes back quite a while. And I don't really log my workouts on here. I have a different app that I use for that. And there is a lot of totals for everything that I've logged in the history of using it. You can see I have stretching on here at one point, some CrossFit stuff, martial arts and sleep, different things that I've used as far as trying to track it, and it will let you input all of that. You can see it keeps total steps. So those are how many steps that I've taken since I started using the app. Another tab up top, you can click friends. It's going to let you look at different things that you've posted or they've posted. And then discover will let you look at different things that have been posted in the community. Alright, so we're back on the main screen here. The Friends tab is going to let you view what your friends have put out or any contests that you're in. And the Discover tab will actually show you other people that are using Argus. You can actually check out what they're doing and see what they're posting, so that if anything interests you or you want to try to invite another friend or anything of that nature, you can do that from this tab. So we'll go back to the main page for me, and pretty much that's the benefits of the Argus app that I'm using. And I use it, like I said, to mainly for me as a pedometer and something to try to track the daily activity do, because I do a lot of walking. I want to see the calorie expenditure for that, and it will show you just on average. And since I didn't walk a lot yesterday, normally with my metabolic rate and everything, I'm going to end up around 2,700 calories. And if we keep scrolling down, you can see that just on average, I'm hitting around 25, 26, probably 27 by the time you factor in the time that I don't actually have my phone on me. So that plus the exercise that I don't log on here, that I log on other apps, will give me a good idea of my energy expenditure for the day. So as long as my calories don't exceed that, then I'm not going to gain any weight. So if I'm trying to gain muscle, then I'm going to try to utilize my energy expenditure and then add some calories so that I can make sure that I'm gaining the muscle that I need. Or if I ever want to cut, then I can just make sure that I'm less than whatever the data on here is showing as far as my calorie expenditure. So that's how I utilize it and try to make sure that I'm reaching whatever goals I have. So we're going to move on next. I'll go over the MyFitnessPal app.